You want to build the office tower. The first thing you have to do is you have to get your foundation. So what I would suggest you do is the concrete blocks here. And we do it 6 deep. Now, if you have the different colored tiles, you can also do that if you like. What we'll do is today we will just do the concrete sections here. So we got 1, 2, 3, 6. And what you need to do is something, I always have to do this, something in the back here, because I can't get a wall down. There we go. Okay, so the first thing I want to do here is put down the stairs. This is what we did in our camp. And we use this setup here. So we put it down like that. And then we use this beam. This beam is, the post is really important in building this type of base. So you put a post there. You put a post there. Then you delete this post. So you see how we have a post in midair? Come back. Get your stairs again. And you can stack it. Now, you can only go 4 high. And what I always recommend you do is walk up on your section here, because it's easy to put them in the wrong position, and then later on you can't go all the way upstairs. So once again, we're going to take that and we're going to delete that post. We're going to hop down here. We're going to take this stair unit again, and we're going to stack it to the 3rd level. And we're going to test it one more time. The 2nd. The 3rd. And there's a post, and we're going to put a post up one more time. There we go. And we're going to delete that. And we're going to run down. It's easier to stack when you're downstairs. Take your 4th one. There you go. Okay. And test to make sure that you can walk all the way up. Now the game, unfortunately, sometimes you'll lay things down and it won't let you take them up afterwards or delete them. So what we want to do here is we want to delete that post there. Okay, so 4 stories is about the maximum I've been able to build to in Fallout. Now the next thing to do to build our office building is to build our walls. Now, we use the brick walls in building our office tower, and you're going to have to get those plans. So we got our plans for the brick walls down at Harper's Ferry from the vendor. So you can go down there if you want the brick walls and get it from him. So we're going to put a doorway there. We are going to put a window here. Okay. We're going to do the walls right around the back. With that white surface, if you have the wallpapers purchased from the vault store, or if you found some in the wasteland, you can wallpaper the inside. You'll see at our base we actually have the Nuka-Cola wallpaper. Oops. No. Put it in the wrong place. Okay. So, there's the opening, first floor of our building. Just gonna add some water here. Get thirsty when you build buildings. Okay. You also want to add a door. And you can get various door plans through Travels in Wasteland. I always like the security door. And you can actually lock it by pressing the L2 button and choosing a lock. So somebody is going to need to have a lockpick skills to get through that. All right, so now what we do is we go to our second floor and we put down some floors. Now, if you have any of the special coverings, you can choose what you want there. As you see, I rotate through. So I actually have the laminate. Let's do the stars. We'll put down the star motif. Just want to see if it's possible to align it. I don't. Oh, okay, there we go. Got to kind of move them around a bit. There we go. And there we go. And we just put one back here. Okay, so now we have that. We now build our walls again. So our brick walls, I'm actually going to do windows all around the front here. And along the sides. Okay, let's have a look at that second floor. Okay, now we have windows all the way along. We go up to our third floor and we do the same thing as before. We look at floors to put down. So I'm actually going to put down, on this one I'm actually going to put the AstroTurf floor down. And this is something that you can pick up as a plan at the Vault store. Or the Atomic Shop, I guess is the proper name for it. And there we have grass on this floor. So we go back to our walls. And on this floor, we're actually going to go with the double windows all the way around. A lot of light in this building. Now you might wonder why I didn't put a wall here. When you put the wall on this inside, for some reason, if you're using the brick, it reverses it, so you have the brick facade facing in and the white plaster facing out. So I had to put that small little module in the back there to keep with our design. All right, let's have a look around our room here. Looking pretty good. And once again, we get down to the point where we have to put down some more floor. So I'm going to use the laminate that I have. You want to make sure it gets in the right direction if you really want your base to kind of be as perfect as you can be. And we put it in this back room here, which doesn't really matter which direction you go in. And we go back to our walls. And we'll put some windows once again up front. And we have that, and we have that. Now, unfortunately, in this build here, I see that we are going to run out of concrete to do the brick walls, and we're almost done. So I'm actually going to switch over here to wood for the back here. And we'll do some barn board in the back, which you may choose to do if you don't have the plans for the brick walls. And we're once again going to put down some floor up here. Now we put just down some normal wood. Okay. And something in the back here. Okay. So you'll see we have a 4-story office building. As I said, we were missing some concrete, so we couldn't do bricks all the way along the back. But if you don't have the brick plans, you may choose another siding to use. But if you have the wallpaper, you can put wallpaper on the interior plaster. So let's go outside and let's have a look at our building. And there you have it. You have a 4-story office tower that you can build in your camp. Let's have a look around on the side here. Various windows. You said if you run out, the red up there is the barn board. Okay. Looks a little bit different. Personally would like to have had the brick all the way up, but you need to have the materials in order to do that. But you can always replace it later on when you have the material. So there is our 4-story office building. So what we're going to do now is we are going to add a couple other things to it. Now, because we don't have the concrete, we can't put a concrete front in the front, but we will put an astroturf down. Give a grass look around. All right. Now, because this is at the airport, what we're going to do is we are going to put a wind turbine, because we have the plans for it, up on top of the roof. So up here, we go to our generators, and we're going to put the wind turbine up here. Gotta make sure you don't fall down the stairs. There you go. The next thing to do is that you're going to need a power connector to connect the power to the roof. So you put one of these things down here. And now you need to attach the wire down to the roof. Now there's electricity flowing through a portion of the building. You can also think about your defensive positions up here. I'm going to put some turrets. Depending on where you're located, you may want to put missile launchers. Oh, it's saying I'm outside the build area. It allowed me to put one there, but won't want me to put one at the front. I don't know. Just depends on the height of your building. Okay. So right here, we're out of the build area, or no? Okay, it went down. Didn't go down originally. Okay, so now we got 4 machine guns up here protecting our base. We've got the wind turbine. This is a little dark down in here. So we can look at some lights for the wall or the ceiling. There you go. Easier to see. See if we can get the same lights down here. Now, fixtures will only power so many lights. The best generator you can have is a nuclear generator or the fusion generator, which is what we have at our base, or my base. Okay, so we got 4 lights in there right now. Okay, you'll see we cannot get lighting down here. All right, so what we're going to do here is we're going to put down a couple of these smaller generators. Okay, and now we're going to take a power connector and we're going to put it up on the wall. And now you have to connect the wire from the generator Okay. And we'll do a second one up here. And if you don't like the sight of those generators, well, you can always build a wall around it. We have the rolling door as one of our options here. Or we can use the barn board on the inside. See if that will lay down. No, lights are probably blocking it. Okay. And we'll leave it the way it is. But you can see now we have light throughout the building. See if we can put some light back here. All right, so we might need to carry some electricity back here. All right. So that would mean having to run line to the back of the base here. So we will also just put down some furnishing. For anyone that happens to come and visit us. We put a pool table in the room. Okay. Since this is going to be a lounge, maybe we put some couches. Get yourself a little table. You can get your appliances, you get the radio, and you can choose what station you want to listen to. And we'll throw down some benches. Alright, so we are going to put down another tinker's bench here. We'll put down a weapons bench. We'll put down... Oh, looks like I'm lacking materials. Okay. Alright, so that is what we're going to be able to put down. As we're running out of materials. But this gives you a sense of what you can do if you're trying to build an office tower at your camp. Take a step back. And you can see it's pretty well lit from the inside. Pretty well lit from the outside on the sides. Certainly would look interesting anybody that happens on it. And because it's a lounge, one of the other things that we're going to do, and just one of the neat things about picking up different things at the vault shop, is the ability just to decorate your base in a very unique way. So let's going to put some letters up here. And depending on how well you furnish it, you can. I've actually come across some bases and some camps out in the wasteland, especially when they're done in towns, where you actually think it's part of the game. It's not someone's camp. And there you go. We have created the Pilots Club here at the Wade Airport. So, now a lot of as I said, a lot of these things are plans that you're going to have to acquire throughout the wasteland. If you're looking for the brick plans, you can usually get them from the vendor at Harper's Ferry. And other ones can be picked up at the Atomic Shop throughout the year as they become available. But once again, just another look at our 4-story office tower. As daylight's coming up, we'll have another look from the inside. So second floor, we have plenty of space for all our benches. If you have the material and the plans to craft them. Here we got this little seating area in here. We've got the pool table in here. Up on top here, we have our guns giving us protection all the way around the building. And we've also put the wind turbine up here simply because it is at the airport. So, hopefully you enjoyed this tutorial on how to build an office building at your camp or at a workshop. You can always blueprint this and then lay it down at other locations. But it also gives you a nice viewpoint of everything that's happening around your base. Also very hard for creatures that are attacking you to actually be able to approach you. And if you felt that you wanted protection, say from other players, you could eliminate the door in the front and wall yourself in. And even at this height, it may be a challenge. I'm not sure if someone can get up here with a jetpack. So